Hi, everyone. My name is Luisa. Thank you for joining me today. I'm a final year PhD student in biological sciences, and I'm one of the co-founders of RE.USE, a return and reuse logistics system for reusable containers. We aim to eliminate the use of disposable items in takeout services. So the problem we're tackling is waste generation and pollution caused by disposable food and drink containers made of plastic or otherwise, in fact. Just to give you some context, it's estimated that 8.3 billion metric tons of plastics have been produced since the 1950s. I mean, that's a lot. About 60% of that has ended up either in landfill or the natural environment. In fact, a recent study has demonstrated that single-use food and drink containers are the third most widespread item polluting the world's oceans. In the UK in particular, lunch on the go habit generates billions of items of packaging waste every year. So I think if we can all agree that it's an understatement to say that the current global waste management practices have been inadequate. But you might be thinking, but Luisa, what about products that are made from plants, like the compostable, biodegradable items? Wouldn't that be a solution to the plastic crisis? So maybe you are thinking that you're being green by using vegware and other types of products that are compostable, biodegradable. Unfortunately, it's not the case. In practice, most of that waste is not appropriately processed, but rather ends up in landfills, where it does not degrade naturally, releases harmful greenhouse gases, and as well as microplastics. So our solution is RE.USE, a return and reuse logistics system for takeaway food containers, right? It's a startup initiated in Cambridge in November 2020. It works kind of similar to a library system. So the same way you borrow books from a library, you'd borrow our containers, which are identified by unique QR codes. Containers are digitally borrowed and returned, then washed, so they're ready for reuse. After 1,000 reuses, the containers can be recycled, amounting to a zero waste system. Our ultimate goal is to have an interconnected citywide system whereby containers can be returned in store, at reuse partners, at drop-off stations strategically located across the city, to the delivery person the next time you order takeaway, or you can simply schedule a home collection when you accumulate enough containers. Where are we right now? So with this startup, we launched a trial in late April at two University of Cambridge colleges, Darwin and Girton. And just in 1 month, to give you an idea, these colleges avoided over 6,500 single-use food containers from going to waste by joining the RE.USE scheme for reusable food containers. Apart from all the environmental benefits over time, colleges will be able to save money by avoiding charges such as frequent purchasing and transportation of disposable containers, waste stream hauling fees, disposal or recycling or composting fees. And they'll also be able to generate some value too by selling containers as part of college merchandise. There are many benefits in implementing a reusable system such as RE.USE. We eliminate waste generation and pollution caused by the use of disposable items. The scheme generates data on the organizations and end users, environmental footprint, and it's supportive of the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, as well as the UK government's 5-year sustainability objectives, and just so much more. There's so many benefits to this. So innovative alternatives to single-use takeaway containers, such as RE.USE, are present everywhere. In the UK, for example, Tesco and Loop launched an exciting and groundbreaking online refillable trial. So they're bringing 150 different products to customers' doors in reusable packaging, hence cutting down on plastic waste. And around the world, we can find many examples of businesses based on circular economy principles that specialize in reusable systems, which offer reusable alternatives to single-use takeaway containers and coffee cups. So this system can be found pretty much anywhere and everywhere, and that's what we aim to do. Meet the team now. This is our team of our co-founding team, which is myself, Andre, and Lisa. I'm a final year PhD student, as I said before, and Andre did his master's in Cambridge and Lisa her PhD. We have a combined experience in sustainability, corporate strategy, and corporate banking. And we also recently onboarded a software engineer to the team. So if you want to hear more about us, if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to get in touch at hello@reusetogo.co.uk. And I hope you enjoyed the presentation and have a lovely day.